May profits be upon you. Welcome to another weekly market forecast. We're looking at the NASDAQ. This is my favorite. This is my go-to tr- market to trade. Yes, it is. All right, today is Sunday, October 19th, and we're going to be looking at the week ahead. And only thing I want you to keep you in mind of is that CPI data is supposed to come out this Friday. So this market, the market this week should be pretty good to trade. All right, we got a holiday a bank holiday Monday, starting the week off, but we should have a good week to trade. Now, let's look at the Nasdaq. What I want you to see is that after this corrective structure here, because I call it corrective because if we look we're looking at the weekly market, the weekly chart, you can see that we had this correction and we've been moving up ever since. Now, after this correction, you can see little corrections, right? That's the sign of a healthy market. A higher high, a higher low, a higher high, a higher low, a higher high, and then we had this correction here. Okay, and this was as a result of President Trump and the tariff declarations and all. And then we had this V-shaped recovery, and we are strong. This market is pushing higher, and this isn't a great time to be looking for to call high. What do you call tops and bottoms? All right. Now, what I want you to see is that we didn't even come back and touch this fair value gap. All right, here before it broke out here. This was a market a break of market structure here. All right, we had a little correction here, but we never came back and touched that bullish fair value gap. And look, we moved sideways here, another breakout. This time we have a bullish fair value gap that did get a retest. Look at that right here. And this happened uh, uh, on 2 weeks ago, right? Two Fridays ago, really, and 2 weeks ago, and it touched the fair value gap. And the very next week, we had this opening gap on that Sunday, and we had nothing but bullish price action after that, right? Let's go to the daily. What is that telling us? It's not really, it wasn't really a bullish week. It was a bullish end to a sideways week. It was bullish neutral, really. All right. We had this gap, price pushed higher, came back into the fair value gap that was created here. All right. Pushed a little higher. You saw the buyers step in. We took out the high of the previous day. Then we took out the high again of that day. All right. And we saw the market move down, sweeping liquidity, sweeping all of the sell side liquidity, basically all of it, that was created since Tuesday, all right, the Tuesday low, and made a new low for the week here, all right. And this is a good sign for me because why? Because the way this candle closed bullish Friday, bullish a bullish close, a strong bullish candle overall, you can see that it did not take out the high of Thursday. However, it closed above the open and close of Thursday. I like this candle. I think we're going to see some more bullish price action. Do I think this could be consolidative and we can see some consolidation before CPI? Sure, there is that possibility, but I think we are heading towards the highs. I think this is our next target of liquidity, and I would like to see the all-time. Where is it at? There you go. I would like to see a new high made, a new all-time high made here. That's what I'd like to see coming up. All right. I think that's exactly where we're going to be headed. All right. Is there a possibility that we're heading down lower? Sure, there is. Let's look on the 4 hour. All right, what am I looking for? I'm looking for this fair value gap to hold here, a bullish fair value gap. I'm looking for it to hold. Now, whenever I don't see a wick, that's a draw on liquidity. I'm looking for price to come back to that draw on liquidity, find support, and then continue higher to our new targets. That's what I'm looking for. I don't know what you're looking for. That's what I'm looking for. Okay. If the fair value gap fails, I'm not going to be taking shorts. I will not take shorts until I see this low taken. I'm just not, if price starts to head back down, I'm looking for some sure enough breaks of market structure and a fair value gap to form for price to continue lower, but it has to get past here first. This has to fail. There's an order block here, the extreme of this move, the extreme low of this move. I got to see that fail first before I start considering shorts. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? You understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? All right. So, yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Let's clean this up. All right. And you got exactly where I'm heading this week. All right. That's what I'm looking for. All right. I'm looking for higher prices. Boom, boom, boom. All right. If the market decides to come below and trade below that fair value gap and we go below this liquidity, then we are in consolidation, and this is a market I don't want to trade in. If we come down here and we get a close below this low, then I'll be looking for pullbacks for continuation to the downside. Got it? Good. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hey, I have some videos already out. The pound USD, the euro USD, and the US dollar, uh, well, by way of the US dollar index. Hey, go check those out so we can get some direction on the markets, okay? I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you hit the like button and the boost button, and do subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of the information I put out. And I will see you in the next video. May profits be upon you.